All right, plenty of college grads looking for places to live this summer.
But if you're working in Manhattan, where can you afford to rent with a starting salary? Fox News' Allison Morris has some tips, but first she's got some big news on the markets today. Hello.
Yeah, we're talking stock markets, housing market, a little bit of everything today. So to the markets first, where we had a record close on both the Dow and the S&P today. That is the third straight record close for the S&P. Not a lot of news, though, today. Apple was the big talker. Billionaire investor Carl Icahn says he thinks Apple shares are still undervalued, and the stock jumped up again. Keep an eye on the rest of the week, though. We'll have some more news. We'll get the last of the earnings reports, some housing data, minutes from the Fed Open Market Committee. So you want to keep an eye on all that to see if the markets can sustain these levels. All right, from the stock markets to the rental markets here in New York. This year's graduates have it tougher than ever before. The housing market in New York has been so tight. Last quarter, just 0.6, that's 0.6% of the apartments in New York were for sale. So with less to buy, more people are staying renters. That means less to rent and a whole lot more to pay.
Don't spend more than 50% of your income on rent.
Great advice from StreetEasy data scientist Alan Lightfeldt, but a tough thing to do if you're a new graduate looking for housing on a budget, especially in this rental market.
The typical New York household will spend almost 60% of their income on median asking rent in the city. And it's because incomes are lagging. In the last 5 years, incomes have grown just 2%, whereas rents have grown 12%.
StreetEasy estimates that most recent grads who did not major in business will make less than $50,000 a year. So where can they find an affordable place to live?
Look outside of Manhattan first. Explore neighborhoods in Queens and the Bronx and Brooklyn where rents are a little bit more affordable. And those include neighborhoods like Astoria, Queens, Crown Heights and Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, and Washington Heights in Manhattan.
In those neighborhoods, Lightfeldt says it is possible to find places for $1,000 to $2,000 a month.
These are very large rental markets that have a lot of studio, 2-bedroom and 3-bedrooms that can support any decision you make, whether it's you want to live alone or you want to take on 1 or 2 roommates.
If you have to be on Manhattan Island, go way north and consider a roommate.
If you're dead set on moving to Manhattan, you need to look north of 110th Street. That's where most of the affordable units are, and it's easily accessible. You can get to downtown really easily on the 1 or 2, 3 trains. And there's also a lot of young people there already.
Once you find a rental you like, scoop it up fast.
You really have to move quickly in New York because things are gone in a New York minute. Bring your checkbook, bring references, bring your credit report, because those are the things that they're going to be asking you for. And if you've got it in hand, you're going to be one up on the competition.
All right, so where are the next hot spots for renters or even buyers? There's a lot of buzz about southern Brooklyn, Ditmas Park, parts of Greenwood, and then also a little further out east in Queens. People are even looking as far as Jamaica. Basically, the rule of thumb is now follow the train lines. Wherever there's a train, even if the commute is long, that's where people want to be.
Right, because you don't want to be driving. That's just a whole other headache and expense, too. Good deal. All right.